The person that I think we're most sad about, your guy, our guy, but I'm gonna give you most of the credit for this. Mac Miller. I mean, uh, died of an overdose, 26, late Friday. Um, I actually felt kind of bad because I'm pretty sure I broke the news to you.
Yeah, he did.
Which, I mean, if anyone texts with Dave or knows Dave, he's pretty meticulous. He doesn't really like write typos, but like your first text back was just like a what, but like misspelled and like obviously very quickly like frazzled. Man, just a really really sad and tragic loss. I mean, obviously you were sad. I saw your tweet, but talk a little bit more about your like gut reaction, just like your thoughts since Mac passed.
Yeah, no, I was very emotional for, I don't know, like the last like the 36 hours or so afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Cried several times. Just very sad. It's the first, famous person, that I was aware of that I had like a really like visceral emotional response to their passing.
Mm-hmm.
I was to say like people that were big of our time, like say Avicii passing,
Mm-hmm.
didn't hit me the same way, but this one really hurts. And I mean, whenever I've been kind of stopped reading the coverage around it today, just because it's been just really really tough. And yeah, I was very very sad for sure. It's obviously taken way far too soon, and you saw that sentiment echoed by the whole fucking rap game, man. Literally everyone said they love Mac and he was the best dude, and all that.
Yeah, it's I think anyone our age, it was hard to go through college and not play a Mac Miller song at a party, or when you're hanging out with your friends, just throw one of his songs on in the background, and everybody was bumping to it. I mean, he was at your junior year, my senior year, Sienna Fest. And I know that I think you met him once at a concert. So obviously you had a personal interaction with him, and from all accounts, it seemed like he was a really just good dude, revered, respected. And we talked in our review about Swimming, as this really, really solid album that showed a lot of growth, and he was kind of finding his sound and experimenting, but really taking some chances. And his potential just seemed like he could go anywhere. And then a month later to have that all gone is just kind of surreal.
And that was the thing too. It's like, Swimming, I believe, was his 5th official studio album, but he had a lot of other side projects along the way, and a lot of legit output for a 26-year-old. Like he had like that Larry Lovestein EP, which was like this little romantic like singing project. Then he had like Delusional Thomas, where he was like really distorted and like a hazy sound, right?
Yep.
Then he had all these various mixtapes, like Faces, a tape I reference a lot as something that's like now it's being brought up because of the really dark, morbid, druggy lyrics that were on it, unfortunately. But he had so much versatility already, and it's like it shows because like he worked with Pharrell, he was cool with DJ Jazzy Jeff, and then obviously like people like Drake and Cole loved him. So it's like he had all these influences everywhere, and I saw like to your what you said, a lot of people our age were affected, were obviously very saddened by it. And most of those people were sharing that the songs you were referencing, stuff from Blue Slide Park or his kids mixtape, stuff where he really popped off, right? That frat rap stuff and that fun party music. And obviously that growth, that career journey that he really started to blossom post that. It just sucks that he's gone so soon, because I was just thinking like Mac Miller's going to be a dude who, when he becomes an old 40-year-old rapper, he'll have like 15 records, and who knows what kind of albums these are going to be, because he makes all this kind of music. And it's just so sad that he's gone. We're never going to see what that was. And, it sounded limitless potential,
Yeah, it's tragic to say the least. And obviously, no one really expects anything like this to happen. And it seems to happen far too often. So just as like my own PSA, if you are listening to this and you're struggling with substance abuse, you're feeling alone, get help. There are people that care about you. there's a ton of resources online. You can, I think, message either myself or I don't want to speak for you, Dave, but you, and if you need someone to help direct you in the right place, like, we're here for you. So don't struggle alone, and know that you matter. Any last thoughts on Mac before we move on?
Yeah, I think part of the reason I was so upset was that, you know, post the Ariana breakup, right? He had that publicized DUI, and after that, a lot of people like checked in on him, right? And like he went on Beats One, talked to Zane Lowe leading up to swimming, and like he talked about that, and he was like, "Yeah, it was a one-off thing, just a stupid mistake I effed up, but I'm fine." He's like, "I'm good." And then like Craig Jenkins, one of the best music writers for Vulture, ran a profile about Mac the day before he died, and you saw Craig tweet. He was like, "I just talked to him yesterday. He was happy. He was great." And that's what everyone seems to be saying. So maybe we'll find out more later, but I just, it didn't seem like he was in that place where he was trying to, hurt himself. Ebros was theorizing that maybe he got a bad batch of drugs or something,
Yeah.
Whatever the case, seek help if you need it. But
yeah.
very
And
sad.
Also just want to say, anyone that for any reason is blaming Ariana Grande for this, like, take a step back and like reevaluate. This is nothing to do with her. I mean, obviously they had a relationship, but
They're on good
Max,
terms.
yeah,
On the Zane Lowe interview, Mac was like, "Yeah, I wish the best for her. I assume she wished the best for me. We're cool." It's like, yeah, the relationship ended, but she's more upset than most of us. Let's be real.
sure, absolutely.